Hello, I'm Karen Cook from Functional Homes, occupational therapist and licensed builder, and I'm here today to show you how incredibly easy it is to install comfort arms on your toilet. So, the first thing we need to do is take off the toilet seat. In order to take off the toilet seat, there's bolts behind it, and you just unscrew the nut. Okay, then the nuts, and then remove the toilet seat. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is clean the toilet before you put the comfort arms on. Because what we want to do is make sure that we kill all the bacteria that will be under, that's on the toilet. So that way we've got a nice clean surface to mount the comfort arms. Nice and clean. I use the antibacterial cleaner to do that. Next we go to our comfort arms box. The comfort arms box are the directions, which, as I said, are fairly simple. You have a little bag that has the screws in there for the armrests, which we'll take out because we don't want to put the armrest on right now. We're going to save those for last so we can adjust them to the proper height for the user so they can have the best angle possible to make transfers easy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the upstands, the base plate for the comfort arms, and we're going to put them so they are right over the carriage bolt holes. After that, just pick up our toilet seat, match up the holes, and put the toilet seat back on. And then tighten up the nuts on the back again. And the reason we're doing this, we are going to be putting some caulk around the edges to keep it from getting germs underneath, but we want to reinstall the toilet seat first, so that way the toilet seat, when we're putting the toilet seat back on, it doesn't cause the comfort arms to shift. So and when you're putting them on, you have to tighten them and get them snug, but don't tighten them too tightly because you could crack your toilet seat hinge. You don't want to do that. Okay, after you get the toilet seat reinstalled on the base plate, the next thing you're going to want to do is caulk it with a silicone caulk. You could use caulk like this, or you could get a silicone caulk tube like this. And what you need to do with the silicone caulk is put a bead of caulk all the way around the base plate. All the way around, every place. Get so that way you've got a seal between the base plate of the comfort arms and the toilet. That will help as far as making sure that everything's clean and no germs get underneath there, which is vitally important for everyone. And then after you get the caulk all put around, where you're doing the bead of caulk as well, please try to make it so it's as flat as possible and as clean as possible, because that way it'll make it easier to clean later. After you get the caulk on, the next thing we're going to do is put the armrests on. And the armrests go right on the upstands. And the nice thing about these armrests is there's 3 different holes on the upstand, so you can adjust this to the proper level for whoever will be using the comfort arms. So put that one on here, and this one on here. And the reason you want to wait to put these on to the very end is so, as I said, whoever the user is, you can get the height right for them. The way you figure out what the right height is anatomically the correct height is right at the bottom of the elbow. So for me, you'd be right up about here, which is on the second hole. So in the comfort arms, there's a little bag that's got some bolts in it. Just open these up. You pull the bolts out, and then For the comfort arms themselves, there's inset holes on either side of the comfort arms. And so what you want to do is you put the bolts through and you adjust it to where you need it to be, where the right size is for the user. I like to put it so the head of the screw is on the inside and the nut and the washer is on the outside. And the reason I like to do that is because that way it's a small thing to be sticking out, but at least it won't catch on anybody when they're using the comfort arms. And then I'm going to adjust both sides, obviously, to the correct height. Go. And these don't have to be super tight, they just have to be snug. You don't need a screwdriver to tighten them, you can just do it with your fingers. That way it's easier if you ever need to reinstall them someplace else or adjust them for a different user, just to take them off. After you get the comfort arms installed, there's some little plastic buttonholes that you can put over the top of the screws. So put those on, just like that, like that. It keeps it a little more sanitary. And voila, you're done. Easy way to make a toilet stable and safe and easy to transfer. And the nice thing about these comfort arms is they are stable. They don't move. People have issues with other sorts of products like Versa frames because they're so shaky. It just makes it difficult to transfer on. These are solid. They don't move at all, and they make transfers easy.